Hello and welcome everybody to Pit Spitters Radio. Another series on the road to start the season, part of a 4-game road trip before the team returns home for their home opener on Friday at Turtle Creek Stadium. This is a 2-game matchup versus the Rockford Rivets. Traverse City coming off of a split in Battle Creek against the new Battle Creek Battle Jacks, and they'll look to win a series here in Rockford, a team they've had a lot of success against. We'll get to some statistics head-to-head later. First, as the Traverse City Pit Spitters are getting set to step up to the plate as Rockford is taking the field, let's look at the Traverse City Pit Spitters starting lineup. A lot of familiar names, but a slightly different order in tonight's game with one new addition to the lineup. Evan Orzek back in the leadoff spot. He's catching. He was DH yesterday, but he caught the season opener, so he'll be back there today. Trey Truitt III, right fielder from North Carolina State, will bat second. Camden Traficante, the shortstop, a mainstay in the lineup last year, who has started all 3 games now at shortstop. He moves up from 7th in the lineup to 3rd after a hot start to the season. Jake Smallwood will move from 3rd to 4th in this game. He's the designated hitter. He'll do some catching as well, switching with Orzek, but today he is doing the DHing. Alec Atkinson from Yale, the center fielder, batting 5th. The new addition to the lineup is Cody Holtink, a third baseman. He's a freshman from Michigan, as U of M is set to play in an NCAA regional as just a freshman, not getting much playing time, taking the opportunity to join the Pit Spitters and get some Northwoods League action to prepare him for his next year, his sophomore season with the Wolverines. Batting 7th, Lucas White, the first baseman from Doane. Dane Smits, the second baseman from Aquinas College, brought here by Traverse City hitting coach Casey Wyla. He'll be playing second. And last but not least, once again, the high school senior, recent graduate, Brendan Summerhill, is going to be playing left field, and he's batting 9th. Pitching for Traverse City, also from Doane, college teammates with Lucas White, will be Aaron Forrest. We'll get to him when the Pit Spitter defense takes the field. Going around the horn with the Rockford defense, their catcher is a redshirt junior from Illinois, the Big Ten, Ryan Hampy. At third base, a freshman from South Georgia State College, Matthew Mebin. Shortstop, Jake Bellotta, who was on the Rockford Rivets a little bit last year at the end of the season. He plays his college ball right here in Rockford at Rockford University. He's at shortstop. The second baseman is Luke Sefcik from Central Michigan. First baseman, Trent Lawrence, a freshman from Morton College. And in the outfield, Julian Jimenez. In left field, Milwaukee Area Tech, a freshman. In center field, Ty Krittenberger, a redshirt sophomore from Western Kentucky. And Johannes Hawkinson, who split time last year with Traverse City and Rockford, is in right. The starter, Ty Robarczyk. That is Rockford's starter. First pitch about to be thrown here. Robarczyk is ready. Deals a first pitch fastball a little low, dealt to Orzek for ball 1, and we're underway here in Rockford. Robarczyk from the University of Illinois. He is a Fighting Illini. He is a senior, 5'10", right-hander. Throws a fastball by Orzek. 1-1 the count. The Traverse City catcher ready for the next pitch. Clips the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 now the count. Start time 6:36 local. A 1-2 count here for Robarczyk as Orzek gets back in the box and ready to go. Orzek ready. The 1-2 is outside. Orzek lets it go. It's an Illinois battery. Pitcher and catcher, Robarczyk and Hampy, both Fighting Illini. So some familiarity there. See how it works from the ball game. 2-2 pitch coming to Orzek. Robarczyk deals. Orzek swings at one, hits it pretty deep to right field. Going back is Hawkinson. He makes the grab. Johannes Hawkinson, a fine right fielder. as Traverse City would know very well, he was on a temporary contract at the start of the season with Traverse City. He played about 10 games with the Pittsbitters and left after his contract expired, and he joined the Rockford Rivets. And at the end of the season, he rejoined Traverse City as they played in the postseason and won the Northwoods League Championship. So he got himself a ring. Trey Truitt, the third, grounded one softly to third. Third baseman Mebin threw it well wide of first on a slow bouncer. It's going to be an E5 on him. So Truitt, first pitch swinging, being aggressive, didn't get the contact he would have wanted, but got a good result though. Mebin throws it away, and the first base runner aboard. Truitt, a lot of speed. He had a couple stolen bases in the Battle Creek series. Always a threat to run as Camden Traficante stands in. The switch hitting shortstop from Stetson University swings at the first pitch fastball and fouls it back. Traficante was batting at the bottom of the lineup in the Battle Creek series, but a 3-for-7 start, a couple walks, few RBIs, has promoted him to the top of the lineup batting third here. The 0-1 pitch low, Traficante lays off. Count 1-1. Traverse City base runners have all the liberty in the world if they want to steal a bag, so if Truitt feels like stealing, he doesn't need Reband's permission. He can just take off if he wants to. A pick over Truitt, a dive is back in safely.
That's a big improvement there from his freshman year. He really started to figure it out with that. Throw over and Truitt safe at first.
1-1, the count to the sophomore. The pitch, swing and a miss at a high fastball. Traficante chased one, maybe a little out of the zone, came up empty on it, and he's behind in the count 1-2. Robarczyk getting the sign as Truitt leads off of first. Traff down in the count, got to protect. Truitt takes off. Traficante hits one fairly well to left center field. It will be caught by the left fielder Jimenez, so Truitt will have to retreat back to first base, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So runner on first, Trey Truitt, reached there on an error. A couple flyouts between him and the batter, the designated hitter, Jake Smallwood from the University of Montevallo. First pitch to Smallwood. He's late on it. He fouls it. Foul down the left field line and out of play. Smallwood and Orzek will routinely flip places, catching and DHing. Orzek caught game 1 of the season. Smallwood DH'd, and yesterday they switched spots, so Smallwood was the catcher, but back at the DH spot today. Truitt takes off. It's a high pitch. The throw down may have been in time, but it skips to the outfield. Truitt's going to try for third, and he will get there as the throw skipped past the second baseman Sefcik into center field. So Truitt on a stolen base, and we'll see a throwing error will get Truitt to third. Not a bad throw down, but Truitt in safely. Here's the pitch to Smallwood. RBI chance. Chopper on the right side. The second baseman, Sefcik, makes the play, flips in time, and that will end the inning. So Truitt reaches on an error, steals second, and then an error pushed him to third, but no damage done. Will go to the bottom of the first inning here on Pittsbitters Radio. Welcome back to Rockford, Illinois. Bottom of the first inning. No damage done in the first, although a couple errors got Trey Truitt to third, but Tyler Barczyk, no damage done. The Rockford Rivets coming to bat now against Aaron Forrest. Aaron Forrest teammates with first baseman Lucas White. He is a redshirt sophomore from Doane University. First appearance of the season for Forrest. His first pitch is a fastball. It's fouled straight back to the screen. Ty Krittenberger, the batter, redshirt sophomore from Western Kentucky. He started off the season on a very hot note, was 4 for 6 with 4 RBIs against Kalamazoo. 0 for 4 yesterday, though, with a couple of strikeouts. So trying to get back to what he did on opening day as he swings through an off-speed pitch here. Forrest ahead in the count 0-2. 0-2 count to Krittenberger, the center fielder for Rockford, and the pitch from Forrest is outside, misses the zone. Krittenberger lays off. Krittenberger will be followed by Luke Sefcik, Colton Klein, and Matthew Mebin, the first 4 in the Rockford lineup. 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch from Forrest is another low outside pitch, and no chase by Krittenberger. He lays off. So 0-2 to 2-2. Krittenberger trying to work back into a good count, get himself on base to start the Rockford first. And a 2-2 from Forrest is down low, a good pitch off speed, but Krittenberger lays off, no chasing here. And now it's a full count from 0-2 to 3-2 in the blink of an eye, and Forrest has to hit the zone here and avoid a leadoff walk. The Traverse City starter kicks the leg, deals. It's a high fastball. Krittenberger tried to check the swing, and he inadvertently made contact foul down the right field line, so would have been ball 4. Instead, the at-bat will continue, and Forrest trying to get a leadoff out here. Three and 2 to start his ninth. The pitch from Forrest is in the zone and fouled away. Working the count is Krittenberger. Krittenberger at Western Kentucky hit .287 this past spring, an improvement from .241 in 2021. Played 45 games. Facing another 3-2 here. Forrest, leg kick, deals, hit to third, play made by the Michigan third baseman Holtink, and across the diamond in time for out number 1. Well, Holtink just joined the team today. Actually, as Traverse City was leaving Battle Creek, where they just played to open the season, they picked up Cody Holtink, as he is from Battle Creek, Michigan. So Holtink hopped on the bus after the 2-game set, not having met his teammates until getting on the bus before the game on the way to Rockford. Had some time to get to know his new teammates as Forrest deals a strike. But Holtink said he hadn't been fielding ground balls in weeks. No problem with the first one of the season, though, as Forrest deals a breaking ball inside, misses the zone to Luke Sefcik. Luke Sefcik's a redshirt freshman from Central Michigan. And ripped to third off the glove of Holtink. Seemed like that one should have been handled over there at third by Cody Holtink. Didn't have to leap for it, just had to reach up, and it went off the webbing of his glove into left field for a 1-out single for Luke Sefcik. So a runner aboard here. That's the first hit of the ball game, as Truitt reached in the first inning, but it was via an error. So Sefcik at first, Colton Klein, the designated hitter, will bat. First pitch outside, dealt from Forrest. Colton Klein, the DH today. He's a senior from Carthage College. Starting his season against the Kalamazoo Growlers, he was 1 for 6 in the series, but he walked 3 times, so getting on base at a decent level as he swings and misses at a fastball dealt by Forrest here. One and one the count with Sefcik at first, and Forrest picks over and dive in it back is Sefcik. Great season for Colton Klein at Carthage. Hit .364. Very good average. Was first team all-conference with Carthage. Looking at a 1-1 here. Forrest deals and is high and away. Looks like the strategy for Forrest so far is to work hitters away, as all of his misses pretty much have been outside off the plate. Not trying to throw anything in the zone. So 2-1 a hitter's count for the left-handed hitter. Runner takes off, and on the hit and run, Klein fouls it to the screen. Sefcik will have to retreat over to back to first base. Count evened up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sefcik back off of first, see if he takes off on 2-2 now. Forrest, keep an eye on him, picking over and back in safely without a dive as Sefcik just able to take a few steps and get back on first base. 2-2, Sefcik off of first, 1 away in the first. Forrest deals and swinging and a miss. Klein swung over that pitch. First strikeout of the game and of the season for Aaron Forrest, and that gets the second out of the bottom of the first. So now with the runner on first and 2 away, it's going to take a ball in the gap or a couple hits strung together to score the run. Matthew Mebin is the hitter. He is a freshman from South Georgia State College. He's playing third base for the Rivets here. And the runner takes off, ball in the dirt, so Orzak will have no chance to even attempt a throw to second. Sefcik is in without a throw. Mebin, the cleanup hitter, a good start to his season. He had 2 hits in each game of the Kalamazoo series. So 2 hits on Monday, 2 hits yesterday against Kalamazoo. A couple multi-hit games trying to keep it up here. In the first, a base hit could score the first run. Forrest fires the pitch and low again. Mebin lays off, and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0, hitter's count with a big hitter. 2 for 5 yesterday with a couple singles. 2 strikeouts on the day as well. South Georgia.
Traverse City now away from getting out of the first. The Rivets stranded a runner in scoring position in the top half. Forrest on the mound trying to do the same here on 2-0. Misses. Nope, got the zone. Clipped the corner and got the call from home plate umpire Tyler Melhop. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Sefcik on second with speed, so he can score on a hit. Forrest giving him a look to keep him close. And he will step off and look him back to second base. The pitch, a breaking ball, and that just missed. Mebin laid off, took a lunge, almost went after it, but he was able to lay off. Mebin at South Georgia State hit .371, so you don't want to miss a pitch in the zone. He had 53 RBIs on the year. 3-1 count. A hitter's count to Mebin. Forrest kicks the leg, deals, and Mebin, huge hack, and a foul tip all the way back to the screen. And the count will go full here. So 2 outs, 1 on, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Forrest a strike away from getting out of the inning, a ball away from Mebin going down to first and continuing this inning. Sefcik off of second. The payoff pitch coming from Aaron Forrest to Matthew Mebin. And strike 3, swinging right through it is Mebin. Forrest out of trouble. Both pitchers in the first put runners in scoring position, but worked out of it. So we'll go to the second. No damage done, 0-0 here on Pit Spitter Radio. Welcome back, top of the second inning. The Traverse City Pit Spitters knotted at 0, scoreless. Both teams got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, but weren't able to cash in as both pitchers worked out of trouble. Here in the second, Alec Atkinson, the center fielder, will lead off. First pitch to him is fouled softly off to the right side towards the Pit Spitter dugout. Atkinson, a sophomore from Yale, a utility player who has taken ground balls in the infield, fly balls in the outfield. He's exclusively played center field so far this season for Traverse City, as they're waiting on a lot of reinforcements. They have 7 players playing in regionals right now, and 3 more from Rockford who didn't make a regional, but we're expecting to, so they'll be a little later than expected. Atkinson down the third base line. It's off the glove of the third baseman. Atkinson's trying for 2, the throw, and he is way out. A very aggressive move trying to take second, but Jimenez on a one-hop throw to second had him beat by a long way. Interesting decision to take second. Casey Wyla, the first base coach, giving him a talking to as he walked him back to the dugout. Don't know if that was Atkinson's decision to run or if Wyla sent him. Either way, it is out number 1. So now Cody Holtink, the hitter. First game in a Pit Spitter uniform, the freshman from Michigan. The third baseman. It is Big Ten against Big Ten, an Illinois pitcher against a Michigan batter. 0-2 the count. Holtink was named the number 11 top first-year impact player in the Big Ten Conference by D1Baseball.com. He'll have his chance next year with the Wolverines, a very good team, a College World Series type team, as that pitch got the knees and strike 3. 3 pitches. And Holtink is out on strikes. First strikeout for Rybarczyk in the ball game. Holting's Pittsburgh career starts out with a strikeout, but hasn't had as many opportunities at Michigan being such a good team. So he'll have to wait his turn as Lucas White, the first baseman, senior from Doane, stands in. Hits one hard down the right side, but foul. It's 0-2 already. The pitcher, Rybarczyk, working very fast. As soon as he gets the ball, he's back on the mound ready to pitch. He was ready to pitch as the right fielder was still retrieving that foul ball. So here's the 0-2 pitch with 2 outs to Lucas White. And it is a high fastball taken, 1-2, the count. White starting the season 0 for 8, looking for his first hit of the year. Here's the 1-2. And White hits it hard on the right side, and there is the first hit of the season for Lucas White. It's a 2-out single through the right side of the infield. He got a 1-2 pitch that caught way too much of the plate and hit it on the ground through the right side, past a attempt at it by Sefcik, and Pittsburghers have something working with 2 outs. The hitter, Dane Smits, a left-handed bat, the second baseman. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch to Smits, who started off his season pretty nicely. 2 hits in the opener. Had a couple walks and a hit by pitch yesterday, but no hits. But he has been on base in both games so far. Looking for a 2-out little rally here with White on first. And takes a tomahawk hack at a high fastball up at his neck. And that makes it 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. White at first after the single. 2 outs. Rybarczyk ready to go. And his pitch to Smits is just fouled off. Tipped off the glove of the catcher, hamping back to the screen. So just able to stay alive is Smits. On deck is Brendan Summerhill. And then the top of the order. So Smits trying to get it to the high school phenom Summerhill on 0-2 again. The pitch is hit to the right side as well, past the diving first baseman and the second baseman. Lawrence and Sefcik both took a dive. Neither one of them could get it. So White will move to second, and on with third hit of the season is Dane Smits. So a couple of 2-strike, 2-out hits through the right side. That brings in Brendan Summerhill, the left fielder, a recent high school graduate, committed to the University of Arizona to play for the Wildcats, a team in the NCAA regionals. So he will be joining a very good baseball team, and he swings at the first pitch and comes up empty on an off-speed pitch from Rybarczyk. In some trouble here with 2 outs, going to need a base hit. White not the fastest base runner, so he'll have to be hustling around to score if Summerhill gets one into the outfield. The pitch on 0-1 is outside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Summerhill, for the second straight year, was named the Jackie Robinson North Player of the Year, hitting over 500. His OPS well over 1,000. Had quite the season. 1-1, the pitch is taken in the zone by Summerhill. He knew it was a strike, and it's 1-2. So to the third consecutive batter, Rybarczyk has 2 strikes. The last 2 on 2 strikes were able to get a single and extend the inning. Can Summerhill do the same? 1-2, Rybarczyk deals. Summerhill swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch. And Summerhill had no idea, was waiting for the fastball. Down on strikes, and we go to the bottom of the second inning here on Pittsburgh's Radio. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning here in Rockford. No score yet, but Traverse City has threatened with runners in scoring position in the first and second. Rockford got a runner in scoring position as well in the first. Here in the second, leading off is Johannes Hawkinson, the right fielder. Hawkinson is a senior from Concordia University, Wisconsin. He takes the first pitch, ball low from Aaron Forrest, who got out of the inning in the first with a couple of strikeouts. So 2 Ks for Forrest here. Little off speed. Inside, 2-0 the count to Hawkinson. Hawkinson, a big opening day. He went 5 for 6, had 5 RBIs. A big opening day here in Rockford against Kalamazoo as Forrest paints the outside corner with a fastball. Hawkinson had some success for both teams last summer in Traverse City and Rockford, doing some double duty back in Rockford this year as he fouls one off the right side, out of play, and they count to 2-2. So Forrest coming off of back-to-back strikeouts to end the first, trying to make it 3 in a row across the first 2 innings if he can get Hawkinson here. Set, and the 2-2, leg kick deals. A high fastball chopped to first. Lucas White will make the play. He'll take it himself to the bag, and that is out number 1. So a breaking ball from Forrest. Hawkinson was able to sit on it and hit it pretty hard the other way, but right at Lucas White at first. So he will be out to start the inning. 3 straight retired by Forrest brings in the Rockford catcher Ryan Hampy, the redshirt junior from Illinois in Champaign. First pitch in this at-bat is outside, taken for a ball. Hampy did not play opening day, played yesterday, and did not register a hit, so he'll be looking for his first hit of the season in this game as he chases a high fastball and came up empty on it. It's 1-1. Hampy was 0 for 5, had a couple strikeouts yesterday against Kalamazoo in the Rockford loss. So Rockford with a huge win on opening day, 19-5, lost yesterday 8-4. Pardon me, Kokomo was their opponent in the opening series. Breaking ball hit up the middle. Traficante fields it on a short hop into first in time to White. Stuck with the ball, chopped the feet, fielded it on a short hop up the middle, made a strong throw to White across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down to start the second. 4 straight retired by Aaron Forrest, and that brings in the left fielder, a freshman from Milwaukee Area Tech. It is Julian Jimenez. Jimenez, in his first start here of the season, only registered a couple at-bats over the last couple games in the first series. And in those at-bats, he had 3 plate appearances. Is 0 for 1, did register a couple of walks, though. So he's been on base twice. 0-1, the first pitch caught the corner. Forrest, leg kick deals and misses a little high. So 1-1 the count. Jimenez, a left-handed batter. 6'2", 175 against Forrest. Outside corner, a nice pitch from Forrest, and he gets the call. 1-2 with 2 outs. Forrest looking to set down the side in order, 1, 2, and 3, a strike away from doing so. And the pitch, he deals. Outside corner again. Forrest just painting the corner like Bob Ross here. And out of the inning, 1, 2, 3 with his 3rd strikeout. To the 3rd we go here in Rockford on Pittsburgh Radio. Third inning here in Rockford. No score. Bottom of the second. Aaron Forrest sat down the Rivets in order, 1-2-3 with a punch out. He's got 3 so far. For the Pit Spitters, they had 3 hits in the second, but because Alec Atkinson got thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double to start the inning, they came up with no runs, but 3 hits in the second, so they're starting to get to Rabarchik. Looking for more in the third with the top of their order. Evan Orzek, the hitter. Orzek, a fly out to pretty deep right center field his last time up. First pitch, checked to swing, but a called strike on the outside corner. Evan Orzek, the catcher, a sophomore from St. Xavier University, he was a Gold Glove catcher in his conference. Fouls one off the right side and down 0-2. A lot of 2-strike counts so far by Rabarchik. He's able to transfer that into 2 strikeouts, but with 2 strikes, Lucas White and Dane Smith singled last inning with 2 outs. So Rabarchik having maybe a little bit of trouble retiring hitters when he gets them to 2 strikes, as Orzek stays alive here on a foul ball. So still 0-2. And battling at the plate, the Traverse City leadoff hitter flies that one. Trouble to left. The third baseman cannot make the catch. Mebin could not get there. Orzek thought about going to second, learned from Atkinson's mistake, and he'll get back to first safely. A little flare, sounded like the bat may have broken a little bit. It was a tough play for Mebin, tried to make the over-the-shoulder catch. It landed just fair inside that left field line. So leadoff single for Traverse City. Orzek on base. Back-to-back innings with a leadoff single, but Atkinson got thrown out to trying to get a double to start the inning. Orzek, not the same mistake, stays at first, and he's there for Trey Truitt third. Truitt shows bunt, pulls back, and a called strike. Truitt shaking the head a little bit, thinking it was a ball. So he was trying to sacrifice Orzek to second. Truitt, though, a powerful hitter, not known for his bunting. He's a redshirt freshman from NC State. His play has been very limited, though, with the Wolfpack. Last year he transferred to North Carolina State, so he sat out, a transfer from Eastern Carolina. And this season, wrist surgery limited his play, so he redshirted again. And he'll have his first real chance to play with the Wolfpack next year. He's down 0-2, Orzek off of first. And the 0-2 pitch is outside. Truitt, a good commander of the strike zone, doesn't chase often. Had a lot of 2-strike counts against Battle Creek. They tried to induce chases, and he just wouldn't go after them. Able to pick his pitches well when it's in the zone and leave them when they're out of the zone. 1-2, the count to him here. In the zone, fouled straight back, got a piece of it, and he will stay alive. As I mentioned, a guy that has great command for the strike zone. Truitt walked 3 times on opening day. Once yesterday. 4 walks on the season, just 1 strikeout. Another 2-strike pitch coming, though. First for Barczyk, a pick over and back safely at first is Evan Orzek.
Speaking of how he's an athletic guy, his uncle was actually an All-American on basketball team in Syracuse.
True with the no batting gloves look, a classic look. Takes one rule right in the zone. A breaking ball came into the strike zone. Truitt not agreeing with the call, shaking his head as he walks away. I was just talking about how he has great command for the strike zone. Doesn't agree with the call, thought it was off the plate, but he gets rung up. So he goes down on strikes. Camden Traficante into the box now for his second at-bat. Traff with a opposite field hit attempt his last time, but flew out to the left fielder. Takes one high. So Traff 0-1. Looking for hit number 1 here. Trying to move Orzek over after he got a base hit to start the inning. And the switch hitter Takes a big rip at one, hits it the other way. Jimenez will go over, and for the second time, Traficante will fly out to Jimenez in left field for out number 2. Just getting under the ball a little bit is Traficante as he's trying to go the other way with it. If he gets a little more on top of it, hitting line drives, he'll have more success getting a hit. But getting under it, and he has a pair of flyouts. Cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, Jake Smallwood at the plate into the box. Grounded out to second to end the first. This one to second. And the play once again will be made by Sefcik. So Traficante with 2 flyouts to left. Sefcik making the play for the second time on Smallwood. We go to the bottom half here on Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the third here in Rockford. Traverse City, a leadoff single in the third, but couldn't move him off. A strikeout, a flyout, and a groundout ended a potential rally. Here in the bottom of the third, it will be 8-9 and then top in the order for Rockford, starting with Trent Lawrence, the first baseman, a freshman from Morton College. Forrest, first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Forrest has retired 5 straight rivets. Got out of the second in order with a couple groundouts and a strikeout. He's got 3 strikeouts through his first 2 innings of work here in this one. Gets ahead with his first pitch strike, and as that one is fouled straight back to the screen, a breaking ball fouled back, he will get ahead now 0-2. Looking for a third strikeout now, potentially. Ahead in the count, 0-2. He struck out Jimenez to end the second. Looking for a strikeout to begin the third. A high fastball trying to induce a chase, but Lawrence lays off, didn't even ponder that one. Lawrence with 2 RBIs in each of the first 2 games of the season, so needs guys on base to do that. Nice pitch there, misses the zone. A chase pitch, but Lawrence laid off, did not offer on it. So 2-2 the count. Forrest looking for another punch out here, trying to start the inning with one, and misses low. Another chase pitch, and Lawrence not offering at it. So 3-2. 0-2 to 3-2. Another batter doing that. Forrest trying not to lose him here. His 0-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Lawrence staying alive on the fastball. Colton Klein, the DH, in the first inning was down 0-2, battled all the way back to 3-2 before striking out. Forrest won that battle. 0-2 in this at-bat to 3-2. Forrest trying to win this one. The full count pitch. Chop to first. Diving effort. White knocks it down. Grabs the ball. Flips to first. Not in time, though. Safe at first is Trent Lawrence. White made a great effort to knock the ball down and keep it in the infield, but he couldn't get the handle on it to flip it to first. Was struggling to pick it up with the bare hands, so safe with a single is Trent Lawrence. The second Rivet hit. And at the bottom of the order, 9-hole hitter Jake Bellata, the shortstop, the hometown kid, plays his ball at Rockford University. So an easy choice for him to stay in Rockford to play his summer ball as well. Bellata's a sophomore middle infielder from Rockford U. First pitch, swinging, fouls it off, out of play. Off on the first baseline, the right-handed hitter in a righty-righty matchup. Played the end of the season with the Rivets last year as well. 2 for 3 in game 1 against Kokomo. 1 for 3 yesterday. So a hit in both games. Here in game 3, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bellata, pretty big cut at it, but comes up empty on it. He's down 0-2, so back-to-back hitters that Forrest is able to get down 0-2. He lost Lawrence on 3 straight balls and then a base hit. Trying not to lose Bellata here at the bottom of the lineup. The 0-2 is a breaking ball, almost hit Bellata inside. Narrowly missed the left arm as Bellata turned to avoid it. And it's 1-2 now. If Forrest can throw that breaking ball in the zone, then it'll be a much better pitch. Doesn't have the handle on it quite yet. Now the 1-2. The runner on first. The leg kick and deals. And it's a low pitch. Bellata lays off, and now 2-2. So once again, getting ahead in the count and then throwing balls to the hitters. Getting the pitch count higher. 2-2 the pitch. Again, misses a little low. So back-to-back batters, 0-2 to 3-2, working the count. They're not chasing any of Aaron Forrest's stuff. He's not able to get strikeouts out of the zone. Got to throw a strike here on 3-2. Forrest fires and low again. So Aaron Forrest was well ahead to back-to-back hitters, 0-2. And both of them reached base. Lawrence on an infield single and Bellata on a walk. So back to the top of the lineup. Ty Krittenberger will bat. He grounded out to third to start the Rockford offensive night. Has a runner at second in scoring position, a runner at first. In a scoreless ball game early, the Rivets looking to break through with the first runs with a hit. And Krittenberger, who had 4 RBIs in the season opener, will look to strike here in the series opener against Traverse City. First pitch to him is taken for a ball. First baseman Lucas White in on the grass in case Krittenberger decides to put down a sacrifice bunt to move those runners to scoring position. Third baseman Holtink standing back a little further. 1-0 pitch. No bunt showing, and that pitch is low. So Forrest was ahead 0-2 to the last 2 hitters and then lost them. And now falls behind 2-0 to the Rockford leadoff hitter Ty Krittenberger, and you don't want to lose him and load the bases, so you got to start throwing strikes here. Give your defense a chance to get you some outs. 2-0 from Forrest. Runners take off, and the pitch is in the dirt, skips all the way to the backstop. Forrest struggling in the zone, and he's actually hobbling a little on his right foot. Hobbling off the mound, maybe the push foot. I think it's the right foot, the foot he pushes off of. He's limping on it. Not sure what the problem is. If he twisted it, maybe when he was trying to cover first earlier in the inning on the ground ball to first by Trent Lawrence, maybe he twisted it a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is here, but he's hurting on the mound, his right foot. So runners on third and second. They were stealing, but a wild pitch got them there easily, no problem. And Josh Reman's going to take his pitcher out of the game, and a new pitcher will come in. So we are going to take a quick break, get the new pitcher, and come back here in Rockford. Be right back on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Rockford. Here in the bottom of the third, a new pitcher in for the Pit Spitters. Aaron Forrest had left the field. Looked like he was limping on his right foot. And the Rockford trainer went over to the Pit Spitter dugout, seemingly to take a look at him. Traverse City, without their usual trainer this season, they had one last season, but their trainer, ironically enough, had surgery and is still recovering from it. So He's taking the season off, so no more trainer on the road. So Rockford's trainer's looking at him. Easton Johnson, a freshman from Creighton, will be the new pitcher. He inherits a 3-0 count with runners on third and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. So a tough spot to walk into to make your first appearance of the season. He's facing the top of the order as well. Ty Crittenberger, the batter, the leadoff hitter. So as I just said, it's a 3-0 count that he walks into with 2 runners in scoring position. The first pitch that Easton Johnson fires is a strike to Crittenberger. So Crittenberger, with no stats from his freshman year at Creighton, just taking this season as most freshmen do, not getting much playing time, as he fires a 3-1, and it's a little low. So unsurprising, Crittenberger will take a walk as Johnson went into a 3-0 count to start the bat. And don't want to throw anything too good in the zone because then a base hit, those runners on third and second could move around. So now bases loaded, nobody out for the Rivets, and Luke Sefcik, the hitter. He's a redshirt freshman, the second baseman from Central Michigan. Sefcik with a hit in each game so far, as Johnson misses on a breaking ball inside low. Sefcik singled off the glove of the third baseman Holtink into left field back in the first, stole second, and then did not move after that. The 1-0 pitch is taken at the top of the strike zone, a strike. So 1-1 count. Johnson trying to do his best to limit any damage here. 1-1 the pitch. Breaking ball and a little low. Not a bad location, but Sefcik not chasing. An Iowa kid, born and raised, Easton Johnson, here in Illinois, not too far from home. In a 2-1 count, bases loaded, trying to battle here. The pitch is outside corner, taken for a strike. Sefcik watches that one. So Easton Johnson battling here, 2-2, looking for a big out number 1. Infield is playing back, but the third baseman Holtink is in. He would likely come home on a ground ball to him. The 2-2 pitch is high, misses upstairs, and now with a full count, 3-2. If you miss the zone here, you're going to walk in a run. Of course, the runners on third and second will be charged to Aaron Forrest, his responsibility. But in a scoreless game early, don't want to give any free runs, don't want to give that opponent any edge. So having to throw a strike here is Easton Johnson, and time called at the plate by Sefcik. He'll take a step back and reevaluate. Big breath, steps back in. And ready to go for the 3-2. Big full count pitch coming from Easton Johnson. He gets set. The leg kick deals. Fastball misses outside and a walk. So the first run will come across. That run is charged to Aaron Forrest, who pitched 2 full innings, made it into the third, and left with an apparent injury. Unfortunate because he was pitching a great game. He had 3 strikeouts that only allowed 1 hit, and a couple walks, and then the suspected injury ended his night. Colton Klein, the designated hitter, struck out against Forrest in the first. The left-handed hitter is ready to go. The pitch is inside, so Johnson struggling with the zone here. In a 2-0 count, bases loaded. Rockford already up 1-0, looking for more. The 2-0 pitch to Klein is fouled straight back. Got a piece back to the screen. Still a hitter's count at 2 balls and 1 strike.
He just missed it, fouling it straight back. But talk about in games like this, making teams pay for their mistakes. Been a couple of errors in the field for Rockford they've been able to recover from. That error comes around to
Easton Johnson in a 2-1 count. Deals to Klein. And Klein takes on the outside corner for strike 2. Klein with a little shake of the head. Mel hop behind the plate, seeming to have a pretty large zone. Pitcher friendly. It's 2-2. Johnson could really use a strikeout right here with the bases loaded. No one out. Getting the sign from his catcher, Orzak. Ready on 2-2. And the pitch is chopped to second. Could be 2. The flip to second. They'll get 1. No throw to first. But they are able to at least get 1 out. A run will score. Bellata will come across. So Klein on the fielder's choice will go down to first base. Does not get an RBI for the fielder's choice. In now Matthew Mebin. He struck out as well against Forrest back in the first inning. If Johnson can get a ground ball, he can get out of this inning here with limited damage. First pitch to Mebin. Oh, well high and inside. Slips out of the hand maybe. Missed his spot by a lot. So Mebin with a couple multi-hit games to start his season. 0-1 today with the K. New pitcher though here. Big swing and a foul ball straight back to the screen. Swing and a fastball. Mebin with 8 home runs, 50-plus RBIs in the spring at South Georgia State College. Has the power to get the job done. Just needs a fly ball to at least bring in 1 on a sac fly. 1-1, Johnson deals, and it's low and in. Mebin lays off. Runners stay at the corners. 2-0 lead. Both runs that have scored were Aaron Forrest's. That ball hit hard to center. Atkinson back, and he'll make a nice catch. But the run will come in to score from third. Ty Krittenberger will come in on the sacrifice fly. So all 3 runners that were on base to start the inning when the bases were loaded with nobody out, they'll come in to score. But that ball was ripped. Could have been a lot worse if it found a gap. Atkinson made a good play, took a nice first step back. His drop step got him there, made the catch. 3-0 Rockford. But just an out away now from ending the inning. Easton Johnson doing everything he can here. Facing Johannes Hawkinson, who grounded out to first last inning. Good jump. And Orzak did not handle the pitch. Off the glove, skipped away, so into second, no problem, as Colton Klein. Now a base hit can bring in a 4th run in the inning. Now, although the count was 3-0 when Easton Johnson came in to face Krittenberger, since he was the one that walked and he is responsible, that earned run goes to him. As Hawkinson fouls one back, swinging at a fastball, back to the screen. 1-1 the count. One count, 2 outs. Runner on second, 3 runs already in. Johnson against Hawkinson. And Johnson deals down low. Hawkinson takes in a 2-1 hitters count coming for Yo. In the inning so far, just 1 hit, but 3 walks. And then that sacrifice fly have brought in 3 runs. Hawkinson looking for more on 2-1. Big swing and a miss. Came up empty. Got one right in the zone. And no contact made. Johnson now evens a count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trying to end the inning and get his team up to the plate. Now needing to come back in this one. Down 3-0 in the third. Johnson getting the sign from his catcher Orzek. Gets the sign. Then the 2-2. Breaking ball low, a good pitch, but a good take by Hawkinson. Rivet hitters not chasing one bit here in this ball game. Laying off of every pitch. Only swinging at strikes. And now it's a full count. Two outs here. Strikeout, ends the inning. Walk, extends it. Johnson looks at the runner at second. Looks again. And deals. Hit to second. Smith fields to first. And got him. No, safe is the call over at first. Hawkinson hustling the whole way. And the call by Billy Yeager is safe at first. So Colton Klein all the way from second will come in to score, as Traverse City thought that that was out number 3. So that is going to be an RBI base hit. 4-0 the lead down here in the inning. Runner goes, and Orzek will not even try to throw. Hawkinson takes second base.
On the move, stolen base, the Rivets alongside sponsors Violet Plasma and Cifron will contribute a portion of tonight's earnings to the Oscar Mike Foundation.
He is a Gold Glove winning catcher for his conference at Aquinas College. Not usually a second baseman, though. There's a lot of catchers.
So 4-0.
Very few position players. Actually, only 2 outfielders listed on the Travis City roster right now. So they're moving guys all over
The pitch coming to Hampy is popped up, could end the inning. Orzek chasing it over by the dugout, slides and makes the catch, and the inning will end. But 4 runs come across in the inning as the Traverse City starter had to leave the game, and they have some ground to make up here as we go to the 4th here in Pittsburgh Radio. Top of the fourth inning. Welcome back here in Rockford. 4-0 the score as a troublesome bottom of the third where Aaron Forrest got into some trouble with a couple runners on base and then left the game with what seems like an apparent injury. So Easton Johnson had to come in and relieve him. Kind of cold, barely got to throw before he was put into the game. Put into a tough spot, and no hits in the inning until Johannes Hawkinson beat out a ground ball to second to continue the inning to score the fourth run. So they scored 3 runs on no hits up until that point. Alec Atkinson is the hitter to lead off the Traverse City fourth as they trail by 4, so they're going to have a tall hill to climb here in this one. Atkinson singled back in the second, was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. That ball up the middle, play made by the shortstop Bellotta. The throw is in time, foot is on the base, and Atkinson is out. Traverse City bench arguing the call as they thought the first baseman's foot was pulled off of the base. Josh Reedman, of course, will ask to appeal. And so that is what they'll do here. The umpires are getting together, and they're going to see if one of them had maybe a better view of the play, see if the foot was pulled. And they don't change the call. They keep it as out. So a ground out up the middle to start the inning. Cody Holtink now the hitter, swinging at the first pitch. Strike, a fastball upstairs. Holtink struck out looking on 3 pitches in the second to start his season with the Pit Spitters. 0-1 pitch is in the strike zone. Holtink takes for strike 2. So Rabarchik continues to work ahead of hitters. Gets ahead of Holtink. And the 0-2 coming, deals. Inside corner, and for the second time tonight, Holtink will go down looking. So Holtink has seen 6 pitches in this ball game, all of them going for strikes, and he has 2 strikeouts. That brings in Lucas White, the first baseman for the Pit Spitters, who singled with 2 outs in the second inning. That one hit to first, and the play will be made. And stepping on it is Lawrence. A 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the bottom half of the fourth here on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Rockford. Bottom of the 4th inning. The score 4-0. Rockford on top. They struck for 4 last inning on a handful of walks and only 1 hit. They got their runs on a bases loaded walk and then a sac fly and a ground ball. Then Johannes Hawkinson beat out, apparently, a ground ball to second that would have ended the inning. Instead, he was ruled safe. A run scored, and that made it 4-0. Here in the 4th, Julian Jimenez, the hitter, struck out looking against Aaron Forrest. He was the 3rd and final strikeout victim to Forrest before he left the game. Johnson was not able to get a strikeout in the 3rd when he entered. He walked a couple of hitters and then gave up a couple flyouts. And then in that single that Hawkinson beat out. But not a terrible inning based on the circumstances that he was brought into. Here, though, he's down 3-1 to Jimenez, the lefty, the freshman. 3-1, the pitch. Late swing by Jimenez. He's behind the fastball, and the count now goes full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 8 hitters batted last inning for Rockford. The only one that didn't is Jimenez, and he's leading off the 4th. Johnson's set. Here's the full count pitch. Deals, and it's a high pitch, and Jimenez will walk down to first base. Another walk. And is the 3rd walk for Jimenez. He has 5 plate appearances so far this season. 3 of them have ended in a walk. So 4 walks issued so far here in the game, all in the last 2 innings. And Traverse City has been good about limiting walks, been great at drawing them, but tonight it's the other way around. Runner at first. Johnson deals. It's a first pitch strike to Trent Lawrence. He started that rally, reached on an air is white, knocked down a grounder but couldn't get it flipped to first in time, and that just started the snowball. Reached on air, though. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Pick over, and Jimenez dives back in safely.
It was a fan vote, but particularly because their area is known for their cheer.
No balls and a strike. Runner on first. Jimenez getting a decent lead over there. Not taken off, though, as that pitch is in the zone as well. 0-2 the count. Johnson getting ahead of Lawrence. Plenty of stolen base attempts so far by the Rivets, and Orzak has not even made a single throw down. Usually he's been bobbling the ball or it's in the dirt. 0-2 to Lawrence as Jimenez gets his lead. Stays put, doesn't go, and Johnson just lost control, slipped out of his hand trying to throw a breaking ball. It went all the way to the screen, over the head of the hitter and the catcher to the screen. A wild pitch. Jimenez easily will walk to second base. Just slipped out of the hands. After getting ahead 0-2, not what you want to do. Throw that one to the screen and just get that runner an extra 90 feet. So it's 1-2 now. And the pitch to Lawrence is hit to center. Atkinson over. He'll make the catch. Jimenez faked the tag. And wisely as Atkinson threw a dart to third base. So a fly out to center field for out number 1. Good jump by Atkinson. Made the catch and a strong throw to third to prevent a potential tag up. And that will bring in the 9th hole hitter, Jake Bellotta, the shortstop who has 3 hits and 6 at-bats here in the season. He walked in the 3rd. He was the first of 3 walks in the inning. So Bellotta set, ready to go here with a runner on second. First pitch in this at-bat with Johnson looking at Jimenez at second. Deals. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball by Bellata. Up at the letters and chased it. Came up empty for the first strike. Easton Johnson in his high school career, very good. 23-7 overall record. He was a 4-year letter winner. So he was on varsity every year in high school as he throws a pitch. That one a curveball that found the zone, didn't slip out of his hands. A good pitch. Bellata fouled it off the left side, was early on it, and he's ahead 0-2. Johnson was Iowa first-team All-State as a pitcher and utility player. He's a .442 hitter his senior season, but he chose pitching as his main position. It's worked out for him as he's playing at Creighton, as he throws a nice breaking ball to Bellata, but he's able to foul it off. So 23-7 in 202 innings in high school. He posted a 1.47 ERA. Fantastic numbers. He was ranked as the 3rd best right-handed pitcher and the 7th overall player in Iowa when he came out of high school. Ahead, 0-2 to Bellata. Jimenez on second, 1 away in the inning. Johnson deals another breaking ball, that one over the head of Bellata. So he threw the last 2 for strikes. Good pitches that Bellata fouled off. But that one was well over Bellata's head. So the count 1-2. See if Johnson throws a fastball or he tries to locate that breaking ball. Continues to throw it. We'll see. Jimenez off a second with 1 away. Johnson gives him a look. Deals. That's a fastball. Hit to second. Right to Dane Smits. Fields throws in time. And 2 away in the inning. Jimenez will take third on the play.
And that will take us back to the top of the order, to the center fielder number 1.
Unfortunate for Aaron Forrest, who had to leave the game. He only allowed 1 hit in his 2 innings of work. Was putting together a nice game before he left. That first pitch of the at-bat to Ty Crittenberg, the leadoff hitter, spiked in front of home plate, but a good block by Orzek to prevent it from going to the screen and allowing Jimenez to score from third. Crittenberger's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first and walked in the third. First batter that Johnson faced was Crittenberger. That's when he entered the game in the 3-0 count with nobody out. It was a tough spot. Crittenberger had 4 ribbies on opening day. Looking for one here if he can get a base hit. The count is 2-0. Runner on third with 2 outs. Johnson just trying to get out of this inning without a run. Keep the deficit where it's at. Give his team a chance when they come up to the plate. 2-0 pitch. Deals and low in the dirt, but a good block by Orzek to keep it in front. Prevent it from getting away. So a 3-0 count to Crittenberger. Johnson in danger of walking his third hitter. And he will do just that. Deals it low. And another walk issued. Crittenberger has drawn his second walk of the game. Down to first he goes with 2 outs. So now first and third. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Luke Sefcik, the hitter. Sefcik 1 for 1. He singled in the first and stole second. In the third, he walked home a run on It was an RBI walk as the bases were loaded. Didn't have to swing, and he gets an RBI. That one hit well to right, but right at Trey Truitt, and he will make the catch to end the inning. So a couple walks in the inning, but no damage done. Score stays where it's at. 4-0 through 4. We go to the 5th on Pittsburgh Radio. Four 0 through 4 innings back in Rockford. Bottom of the order for the Pittsburghers, 8-9 top. Dane Smits will lead off, and then Brennan Summerhill. But the thing about the bottom of the lineup for Traverse City is it's actually very good, sometimes better than the top of their order and the middle of their order. For example, in Game 1, Dane Smits had a pair of hits and a hit by pitch, reached base 3 times. Summerhill had a hit and reached base another time on a fielder's choice. And yesterday, Dane Smits reached 3 times, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Summerhill had 2 hits and a walk. So the bottom of the lineup has been really good at getting on base and giving the top of their order opportunities to score runs. Dane Smits he singled in the second, his first at-bat. Hit a ground ball through the right side in between the first baseman and the second baseman, Lawrence and Sefcik. He's down 0-2 here to Rabarczyk, who is getting well ahead of hitters, doing a great job of throwing strikes. 0-2 the count to Smits, and the 0-2 pitch is a high fastball. Smits will lay off. Smits chased a high fastball for strike 1, but not that one. 1-2 the count. Rabarczyk ready to go here. And time called at the plate. Rabarczyk with 4 strikeouts so far through 4 innings. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. 3 of those have been looking. Here's his 1-2 to Smits. And there's strikeout number 5, a swing and a miss. Smits comes up empty there. 5 punch-outs for Rabarczyk through 4 and a third. Brings in Brendan Summerhill, one of his strikeout victims. He struck out swinging with 2 on and 2 outs to end the second inning. Summerhill was expecting fastballs in that at-bat, and he got a lot of changeups, a heavy dose of them. Summerhill showed bunt. He bunted for a hit in the game yesterday against Battle Creek, was trying to do that again, but the pitch high and inside, no chance to bunt that ball, so it's 1-0. Not shown here, hard hit to second, right at Sefcik, and the play is made for out number 2. A hard hit ground ball, but directly in the direction of the second baseman, Sefcik. So 2 quick outs. That is 8 consecutive batters retired by Rabarczyk. And the guy at the plate is Evan Orzek, the only batter in the last trip through the lineup to reach base against Rabarczyk. He singled in the third on a little blooper down the left side. So that's the last guy to reach against Rabarczyk. Trying to do so again here to continue the inning with 2 outs. He takes the first pitch, ball a little outside.
So far in this game.
Orzek 1 for 2. He flew out in the first, singled in the third. A sophomore from St. Xavier University late on that one, fouls it off down the left side, and it's going to go out of play. Traverse City doubling up Rockford in the hit column 4-2, but it's been the walks that have led Rockford to their 4-0 lead. 1-1 here to Orzek. The pitch is outside, off the glove of the catcher Hampy. Didn't squeeze it, kind of kicks away to the side. And it was a ball, so 2 balls, 1 strike. A hitter's count for Evan Orzek. Looking for something to hit hard somewhere and reach base with 2 outs. Try to get Rybarczyk out of his groove. And another grounder to second. Play made by Sefcik, and the throw there. So 9 in a row retired. 1 full trip through the lineup. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here, halfway through a 9-inning game on Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 5th inning here. We're back in Rockford. It's the middle of the order for the Rivets. They're facing a new pitcher, Jake Michelle, a freshman from Richmond, a Richmond Spider.
New pitcher on the mound for Traverse City is Jake Michelle, University of Richmond Spider. Here's the lineup.
First pitch he throws is a fastball strike. Colton Klein, the hitter, fouls it off. Klein is 0 for 2. He struck out in the first. He reached on an error in the third. That ball on the corner, a fastball strike. Strike 2. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Jake Michelle, teammate of Jeremy Neff, a Richmond Spider who was on the Pit Spitters last year, was an all-star, and will be joining the team later on this season as well. So Josh Rebiant dipping into the University of Richmond pool. He also had Jacob Marcus, a couple Richmond Spider pitchers last year, so he replaced his Jacob Marcus with Jake Michelle here. 1-2 the count to Klein. Struck out in the first and avoids a strikeout there by fouling one off and staying alive. There were 3 strikeouts in the first 2 innings by Aaron Forrest. Left the game And then damage was done, 4 runs in the third. Michelle trying to limit damage here as he enters in the 5th, spikes one, and a good take by Klein. Rockford hitters doing a great job laying off of pitches out of the zone, not chasing. 2-2 the count. Michelle looking for his first out, deals, and it's up the middle to Traficante. And through the glove of Traficante into center field. It's an error, and Klein will reach base safely on that.
Up next for the Rivets and cleanup batter, third baseman number 15, Matthew.
Well, in the bottom of the third inning, it was a fielder's choice that got Colton Klein on base. This one, an error that gets him on base. So he's been on base twice. However, he's 0 for 3 in the hit column. The hitter, a cleanup hitter, Matthew Mebin, checked his swing, went around on it though, and now it's 0-1. Mebin sac fly his last at bat to bring in the third Rockford run. Takes one low for a ball. Pretty hard hit ball to center field on a line. Atkinson in center had to go back and make a catch on it. A run scored to make it 3-0. Another run would score in the next batter, Hawkinson. Runner on first, no outs. The 1-1 pitch coming to Mebin. Michelle fires. Mebin broken back, caught by Michelle. Back to first, out recorded, double play. Wow. Not sure how you can catch that ball with the bat flying in your direction like that. The focus it takes to make that play, unreal. The bat just shattered in 2 pieces and went past Michelle all the way to the shortstop Traficante, but he speared at the comebacker, made the catch, and threw it back to first to get Klein. A double play. So 1 pitch, 2 outs just like that. An unorthodox double play, but double play nonetheless. And there's 2 outs now for Johannes Hawkinson. See if that double play, that exciting double play, can spark something in this team as Michelle fires outside at 1-1 to Hawkinson. They're down 4-0. They were down 4 runs to Battle Creek yesterday. They almost mounted the comeback, fell just a little short. Can they do it today? 1-1 to Hawkinson. The pitch is fouled straight back, and that's 2 foul balls now by Hawkinson to the same part of the net behind home plate. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jake Michelle a strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed, sending us to the 6th. The pitch for Michelle. Deals a breaking ball inside off of Hawkinson. He backed out of the way to avoid being hit. And we'll reset in the box for a 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. The Richmond righty ready to go. Rocks into the windup. Deals a fastball. And Jake Michelle thought he had strike 3. Took a couple steps off the mound. A couple of Traverse City Pittsburghers as well started to go off the field, but didn't get the call. And it's a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming, 3-2, full count with 2 outs in the inning. Pitch by Michelle. Hawkinson up the middle. Traficante fields, fires, and gets the speedy Hawkinson to end the inning. So despite the leadoff error, it's a 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the 6th here on Pittsburgh Radio. getting underway here in the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Top part of the order, Trey Truitt, the 2-hole hitter, will lead things off. Truitt is 0 for 2 so far today. He reached on an error and then struck out in his last at-bat. A new pitcher for Rockford, it's Alex Pipes. So Rabarchik's night over after 5 innings. Good 5 innings of work, allowed just 4 hits, and did not walk a batter, had 5 strikeouts, no runs. So 5 shutout innings, only 59 pitches, so he was controlling the zone all night long, and he turns the ball over to Pipes. 2-0 count early here to Truitt. Trying to find the zone on 2-0. The pitch to Truitt is a breaking ball, and it does cross the strike zone and in for a strike.
He's just explosive off the mound with that arm movement and the run on his fastball. It's a good breaking ball to compliment there for Truitt.
2-1 count here. Alex Pipes, a freshman from Parkland College, tried that same pitch he just threw for a strike, a breaking ball, but misses the zone. Pipes only pitched in 2 games, 1 1/3 innings this past spring. So really getting his first bit of work now, and a 5-pitch walk to Truitt. So 5 innings, no walks by Rabarchik. First pitcher faced by Pipes, and he walks him. The Pittsburghers, what they do better than most teams in the league is work walks. A ton of walks. So they had 13 walks on opening day, 11 walks yesterday. Double-digit walks in both games. They set a Northwoods League record, or at least they almost did. They had the 2nd most walks in Northwoods League history last year with 416, 2 off the all-time record. So they're trying to get those numbers back up again this year. So far, so good. Came in Traficante, the hitter. Shortstop from Stetson has flown out both times to the left fielder, Jimenez. So I'm sure he's ready for a fly ball coming his way as he misses outside here. 1-1 at Traficante. Against Kirkwood Community College, the pitcher Alex Pipes pitched a 1/3 of an inning. Gave up 1 hit, 4 walks, 4 earned runs. Pitched 1 inning against Illinois Central, but that was it for the spring. Had a 27 ERA because of that 1 bad outing of 4 walks and 4 runs. Already a walk here, so you can see those control issues. Traficante, a 2-1 count. Good hitters count for a pretty good hitter. Had success in the Battle Creek series. Takes 1 outside, so 3-1. Right here is the inning where Traverse City needs to do something to at least get 1 run on the board. Scratch something across. The best hitters in your lineup up. Already 1 walk, a 3-1 count here. A pitcher struggling to find the zone. Got to do something to take advantage here. Traficante on 3-1, ready for the pitch. Got a fastball, hits it to the right center field gap. It's going to fall for a base hit. Truitt will go to third. Traficante took a turn, but will wait at first base as the relay got that one in very quickly. It is just a single, but Truitt all the way to third on that. Hard hit ball by Traff. That is no doubt about it. Extra bases at Turtle Creek Stadium. It would have bounced all the way to the wall on the turf, but with the grass died out there in Hawkinson, a good job to get that ball in. So runners on the corners, nobody out here for Jake Smallwood, the designated hitter.
Traverse City hasn't had a runner past first base since the 2nd inning. Here's the lineup into the
First pitch to Smallwood is taken for a strike by Pipes.
Needed that first pitch strength to try to get that confidence going forward.
Jake Smallwood at the plate. He's grounded out twice today. Ground out here, turned into a double play.
Pick off over at first, but back in safely is Traficante.
I don't think you're too worried about that runner at third. You can turn his double play instead.
I think you'll greatly take that, especially because your pitcher has been struggling to get in the zone and get ahead of hitters. You'll take
So 0-1 to Smallwood, a left-handed hitter. Grounded out to second base twice so far in the game. Fouls that one straight back, and he'll go down in the count 0-2. Wouldn't be the worst thing if he grounded to the same spot he has been because of the double play shift. Second baseman's more up the middle, so if he hits it on the ground towards where the second baseman usually be playing, could get away with a base hit here. See if Traff tries to take off here in 0-2. He does not, stays put. And the pitch to Smallwood comes across high for ball 1. So 1-2 to the sophomore from University of Montevallo, Jake Smallwood. Looking for his first hit today. He's 0-2 with 2 groundouts. Truitt on third, Traficante on first, and the pitch is low, and it hits Smallwood on the foot, so he's actually going to go down to first base. The bases will be loaded here in the inning. Big spot here in the inning. Bases were loaded with nobody out for Rockford in the third. They capitalized and scored 4 runs in the inning. Now in the 6th, it's Traverse City with bases loaded, nobody out. Can they capitalize and score some runs? They've left a lot of base runners on. They've left them stranded twice yesterday and twice on opening day against Battle Creek. So 4 innings that Traverse City had the bases loaded and left them loaded. Mound visit here. JT Scara, the Rockford manager, will wander out, talk to the pitcher, talking to Alex Pipes. He came in to relieve Rabarchik, who was dealing in the game. 5 innings, only 4 hits, did not allow a run, struck out 5, didn't walk a batter. A great performance on only 59 pitches. However, as soon as he comes out, Alex Pipes comes in. A walk, a single, a hit by pitch. Bases loaded, no outs. So Traverse City taking advantage of the new pitcher, getting Rabarchik out of the game. Nobody out. The Yale product, Alec Atkinson, the center fielder, is the hitter. He's 1-for-2. He singled down the third baseline in the 2nd. Robbed of a hit in the 4th on a shot up the middle, snagged by Bellotta and thrown out. First pitch in this at-bat, swing and hits it high and deep to center. The center fielder, Crittenberger, will go back and make the catch. Tagging at home is Truitt. Traficante will tag to third. It's a sac fly for Atkinson, and Traverse City's on the board. First pitch, Atkinson swinging, was all over it. Hard contact, maybe a little too hard, as it was right to the center fielder, Crittenberger. If he hit that a little lower, a little softer, could have ducked in for a hit. But Traverse City on the board here, 4-1 now the score. Not out of the water yet, though. Runner still in scoring position at third base. Cody Holtink, the hitter, shows bunt, pulls back, and pitch is called a ball. Holtink, not a terrible idea. If he gets a bunt down, Traff can score from third base. You get that runner on first in a scoring position. Maybe you beat it out. At the worst, a run scores. So Smallwood at first, Traff at third. 1-0 the count. The pitch to Holtink, and he takes it high for ball 2. So a hitter's count for Cody Holtink. No one more relieved than him to be up at the plate with Rabarchik out of the game. Rabarchik struck him out both times on 3 pitches, both times looking. 2-0 the count to Holtink here. See if he can get a pitch to hit. See if he's ready to hit. Drive a ball somewhere. The pitch on 2-0 is outside. So Holtink in control, 3 balls, no strikes. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Actually, I believe what will happen is the take sign on here. A pitcher struggling at the plate is only out, a hard hit out to center field. And the 3-0 is a strike at the top of the strike zone. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Runners on the corners with 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 run already in, but Traverse City still trails by 3. Holtink is that tying run. So he's got to get on base here in the inning. The 3-1 pitch to Holtink is outside, not in the zone. Holtink stayed at home plate for an extra second or two to make sure it was called before he started jogging down. So 2 walks in the inning and a hit by pitch and a base hit. Bases loaded once again with 1 out. Tying run at first. With only 1 out, the hitter Lucas White got the matchup advantage. White, a left-handed hitter against the righty pitcher. White 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. But his ground out was a hard hit ball, but it was just right at the first baseman. Takes ball 1. Big spot for White, who struggled in the opening series against Battle Creek. He was 0 for his first 8 at-bats. Game 1, he's 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He did walk twice, though, to reach base. Scored a run. Yesterday's game, again, 0 for 4 with a double play and 3 strikeouts. Did work a walk, though, so 0 for 8 to start the season with 3 walks. First at-bat today, though, singled through the right side to get off the schneid a little bit, and then a hard hit ground ball to first. So trying to get out of that funk he's in. 1 for his first 10 in the season. Looking for a big hit here, though, with the bases loaded. The pitch from Pipes. White, little flare to right field. It will drop in for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're waving the second run, and out by a mile is Smallwood. No idea why he would even try that. Bases would have still been loaded with a good hitter coming up.
For the Rockford Rivets on the single from White.
Big mistake by Smallwood going home. Bases would have still been loaded with only 1 out. A good arm out there in right field. I'm sure Josh Reman is upset with the decision to go home. I don't know if he sent him. I think Smallwood kind of went on his own there. It was a perfect strike to the catcher at home. So 2 outs now in the inning. 4-2. Dane Smith's the hitter. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Inside, and that one hit him. So now, with the bases loaded, I'm sure in the dugout, Jake Smallwood kicking himself for trying to take home. That run would have scored. Bases would have still been loaded. So Brendan Summerhill, the 9-hole hitter at the bottom of the lineup. He's 0 for 2 in the game, but he is a very talented player. He's just a high school senior. Just graduated. He'll be going to Arizona in the fall. Big spot here with the bases loaded. First pitch, swinging, and he swings right through a fastball. Maybe a little too excited as he trying to attack the first pitch up in the zone. Had a couple hits yesterday, an RBI hit in game 1. Looking for a huge hit here. The pitch, smack to left field pretty well, but right at the left fielder, and the inning will end. Could have been a sac fly if the bases were still loaded. Smallwood ran them out of the inning almost. Bases stay loaded, but they get 2 runs. 4-2, we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Rockford. The Pittsbitters on the board. A big inning for them. They cut the lead in half from 4-2. They sent 8 batters to the plate. Had 2 hits, a few walks, a hit by pitch. But a base running blunder got them out of the inning a little earlier than they would have wanted. They left runs out there as the bases were left stranded. But at least they cashed in a few. The lead's cut in half. Ryan Hampy, the hitter, leading off here in the 6th. The catcher for Rockford. On the mound still Jake Michelle, who worked a pretty quick and easy 5th inning. Gave up a leadoff ground ball, an error, but then a double play and a ground out. So basically a 1-2-3 inning. So foul ball back by Hampy. 1-2 the count to the Rockford catcher. 0 for 5 with a pair of strikeouts yesterday, and he's 0 for 2 today. Looking for his first Northwoods League hit. And that one just missed. The catcher, Orzek, thought it was strike 3. He was starting to get out of his stance to throw it a third around the horn, but no call. So it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is outside, misses the zone. So a full count to the leadoff hitter, Hampy. Michelle into the windup. He deals, and it's fouled right behind himself through his legs. Running mistake by Smallwood. The designated hitter got them out of that inning. Hawkinson with the fire, a strike from right field to nail him. Ended the inning, and now on a 3-2 pitch, taken for a ball, and Hampy will work a leadoff walk. He'll go down to first. A couple pitches there that Traverse City thought were strike 3. Didn't get the call, though. And so Hampy to first to start the inning. If Smallwood doesn't go home, the bases are still loaded with 1 out. Then when Dane Smits gets hit by the pitch, bases would still be loaded and a run scores. Instead, he took off and was thrown out at home. Then when Summerhill lined out to left to end the inning, it would have been with 1 out, and the run would have scored from third on a sac fly. Game would be tied. But here in the 6th, 0-1 the count to Julian Jimenez. Jimenez has struck out and walked. Takes one low. Jake Michelle working in a 1-1 count. Jimenez struck out looking against Aaron Forrest in the 2nd and walked against Easton Johnson in the 4th. Here in the 6th, big swing and a miss. And Michelle ahead 1-2. Working here, a strike away from out number 1 would be his first strikeout. Gets the sign. Kicks and deals, and Jimenez way late on that one. Goes down swinging. It's the first strikeout for Jake Michelle. 2nd time that Jimenez has gone down on strikes. 1 away here in the 6th. Runner still on first. It's Ryan Hampy after the leadoff walk. 4-2 ball game in the 6th. Plenty of baseball left for Traverse City to come back, but last inning I bet they would have wanted to get more having the bases loaded. Trent Lawrence, the hitter. Lawrence 0 for 2, reached on an error and flew out to center field. First pitch outside from Michelle. Michelle ready to go for the 1-0 pitch to Lawrence. Kicks, deals inside and got away from Orzek. Thought it may have hit him, didn't. Just went off the glove of Orzek. So now a runner at 2nd in scoring position on the wild pitch. So Lawrence, who had 2 RBIs in the first 2 games, 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday yesterday. An RBI chance here in the 6th with the runner on second. Only one out. Hampy ahead at second base. Lawrence looking for his first hit today. He had 2 sac flies yesterday, no hits. Pitch inside. So 3-0 the count. Jake Michelle losing him.
You don't want to be pressing. He's thrown 3 straight out of the zone. Just walk back. Exactly. Had a good strikeout against.
Most likely taking the pitch here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was taking.
On 3-0 with 1 out. Runner at second. The pitch is right down the middle for a strike. So I have to imagine he was taken the whole way. Otherwise, may have taken a hack at that fastball middle of the plate. 3-1 now, so if the same pitch gets thrown, he'll most likely be attacking it and try to drive it somewhere. 3-1 from Michelle to Lawrence. He deals, and the same exact pitch, same result as strike. That time Lawrence swung, but swung right through it. And Michelle has battled back from 3-0 to 3-2. Can he finish climbing all the way back and get Lawrence out here for out number 2? And no, he will not. He lost him. Pitched a fastball low, and it will put a runner on first. Runner also on second. So 2 walks in the inning for Jake Michelle. 7 total walks issued in the game by Pittsburgh pitchers. 2 by Forrest, 3 by Johnson, now 2 by Michelle. First and second, 1 out for Jake Bellotta, the 9-hole hitter. Bellotta is 0 for 1 with a ground out in the 4th, walked in the 3rd and scored a run. Part of that 4-run 3rd. First pitch to Bellotta, and it hit him. Michelle, control problems in the 6th. Early in the season, you're going to see a lot of these control issues with pitchers struggling to find the zone. That's now 2 walks and a hit by pitch in the inning by Jake Michelle.
Serious jam for Rockford in the last half inning, and not a lot of guys down there for Traverse City that haven't already thrown this year, haven't already thrown a lot of strenuous innings because they played in 2.
And the pitching coach will wander out and talk to his pitcher. Michelle only appeared in 8 games this spring and did have a lot of walks. 15 walks in 8 innings of work, only 1 strikeout. So hasn't had nasty stuff per se. Finished with a 13.5 ERA, so a troublesome spring. Gave up an earned run in 6 of the 8 times he pitched. So the mound visit here, as the bases are loaded and 1 out. Rockford trying to break through and get those runs back that Traverse City just scored in the top half. Only 2 games in the spring did Michelle not allow a run to score. Actually, only 2 games he did not allow an earned run to score. 1 game he did allow a run to score unearned. That game he had 4 walks and 2 1/3. So bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the order, Ty Crittenberger, the hitter. First pitch to him is inside, almost hit him. More action in the Traverse City bullpen. Trying to get someone warm as soon as possible as Michelle struggling in the strike zone this inning. 1-0 to Crittenberger. Has already walked twice. Up the middle, could be 2. Smits. Traficante dropped the flip. Another error by Traverse City. Defense letting them down early this season. All 3 games they've played, multiple errors. That was tailor-made double play directly to Smits. got the flip to Traficante, and way too fast tried to turn it. An error by Traficante. Bases still loaded, and a run is across.
Early and usually sure-handed, especially as of late, but 2 errors tonight that are costly for this Traverse City team. I mean, that's a situation there where you can get out of the inning and instead it's bases loaded for the middle part of this.
So bases still loaded and 1 out.
So bases loaded, 1 out.
First pitch swinging. Sefcik fouls it back. Back to the screen.
If you're Michelle, he needed the ground ball up the middle, and defense just wasn't able to convert. That would have gotten out of the inning. That was
Taylor made it was a good hop for Smith, who's not a natural second baseman like we mentioned.
Traverse City had 4 errors in the game played yesterday in the loss. They're already up to 3 errors in this one. Defense, something that Josh Rebant, the field manager, tries to focus on. Pitching and defense. And it's both early on this season that have let him down. A lot of walks today. Good amount of walks yesterday. A lot of errors. 4 yesterday, 3 today. That one would have ended the inning, and instead we're still going. Bases still loaded. 0-2 the count to Luke Sefcik. Sefcik already with a base hit. He's 1 for 2. The 0-2 pitch. Jake Michelle deals, and low. Try to get a chase, and no doing from Sefcik.
ball number 1. Hit the ball hard all day, and yesterday too.
1-2 the count. Sefcik singled in the first, walked with the bases loaded in the third, and lined out hard to Truitt in the fourth. Michelle looking for a big out here. 1-2. And the pitch. Sefcik thought about swinging. He held up, and the appeal, they say he went around, and it's a strikeout.
Stares down and walks slowly back to his dugout with the bases loaded.
Not too sure that he went around, but the appeal, Billy Yeager, the crew chief down at first, said that he did go around. So it is a strikeout, and now Traverse City is an out away from getting out of this inning. So 2 outs, bases are still loaded. The 3-hole hitter, the designated hitter, Colton Klein. The first pitch to him in this at-bat, a good block by Orzek. Keeps it in front. Klein in the game, 0 for 3, but he has reached base twice on a fielder's choice and an error. Put the ball in play and things happen. 1-0 the count here, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 6th. Michelle fires. To second, should end the inning. Michelle fields. He'll throw to first. In the dirt, but White is able to make the grab, picks it out. Rockford leaves them loaded, but 1 run does score. So we'll go to the 7th. 5-2 lead for the Rivets here on Pitts Bitters Radio. Welcome back to Rockford. We played 6, 3 to go here. As the top of the order will hit for Traverse City, Evan Orzek, the leadoff batter. New pitcher Zach Kempe, a freshman from Notre Dame, relieves Alex Pipes, who gave up 2 runs last inning, loaded the bases. It was a big inning for Traverse City. Left runs on the board, though, as they left him stranded. And then Rockford got 1 back in the bottom half. So 5-2 deficit. Orzek the hitter. He'll take 1 low. It's 2-0. Kempe pitched on opening night in the 19-5 win for Rockford. Pitched 1 inning, and he walked 3, but he struck out 2. So did not give up a run despite 3 walks, so control can be a problem. Up the middle, off the glove. Play made by the shortstop, and out at first is Orzek. Deflection off the glove of Kempe. Bellata made the play for the out, stuck with it off the deflection, and robbing Evan Orzek of a leadoff single. So now Trey Truitt, who walked to lead off the 6th inning, kick off that little rally they had. First pitch, breaking ball in for a strike. Kempe at Notre Dame did not pitch in the spring, just a freshman. Tallied 45 innings his senior season of high school. A 2 ERA with 79 strikeouts. Had a 6-1 record. He was a 2021 perfect game All-American. Pitching here in the Northwoods League, 0-2 the count to Truitt, who has not hit yet. He's 0 for 2, but he's walked once and scored last inning. 0-2 here. Breaking ball. Ooh, a good check swing by Truitt to lay off the appeal. He did not go. So able to hold up on a breaking ball low. Good discipline there. 1-2 now the count to Trey. 1-2 pitch. Fought off very late on that one. In on the hands. Kind of just muscled it down the left side and foul to stay alive. So 1-2 the count to Truitt with 1 out, no one aboard against new pitcher Kempe. Kempe in the windup deals. Another breaking ball. Truitt couldn't lay off with that one. Chops it to second. Easy routine play by Sefcik, and there are 2 away in the inning. So Truitt was able to lay off the first breaking ball. Kempe threw 2 strikes. Not that one, though. Chopped it softly to second. Routine play. 2 away. Here's Camden Traficante. The shortstop is 1 for 3. He singled in the 6th. First pitch swinging late again. These batters so far just late on Kempe. Orzek actually had him timed up very well. Hit it hard up the middle, but it just went off the glove of Kempe. If he didn't touch it, it would have went to center for a hit. Traff takes that fastball in for a strike in the zone, right down the middle. 0-2 now the count. And Kempe a strike away from a quick 1-2-3 7th inning. Looking to get out of it. Here's his 0-2. It is a breaking ball, and it came across high out of the zone. 1-2 the count. Same thing as last at bat. Got Truitt down 0-2 and threw the breaking ball. Then he went fastball. Does he do the same to Traff? He does not. Another curveball. 2-2, the count evens up. Kempe pitching to Hampe. 2-2, 2 outs, no one aboard. And the pitch to Traff is a high fastball, and Traficante goes after it and fouls it away. Pair of groundouts started the inning, so 2 out, no one on. Another 2-2 pitch for Kempe, fires, and Traficante lays off of that fastball. Didn't chase it, so the count goes full with 2 outs. See if he drops off that big breaking ball. Try and get Traficante out to end the inning. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's a fastball away, and Traff thought it was strike 3. The call gets made at home plate. Oh, it's a 1-2-3 inning. So it's time to stretch here in Rockford. We'll take a break and be back for the bottom half of the 7th on Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 7th inning here in Rockford. It's a 5-2 game. The Pit Spitters trail by 3 with 2.5 innings left to play. The Rivets not doing much offensively. They only have 2 hits, but they lead the game 5-2. There's a new pitcher, Kyler Carpenter, into the game. He will relieve Jake Michelle, who of the pitchers so far, Michelle did the best job. 2 innings, no hits. Did run into trouble last inning with a pair of walks and a hit by pitch, but should have got out of the inning on a double play ball. But an error was committed on said double play ball. So he did give up a run, but it was unearned. Now, actually, every pitcher's walked multiple batters. Every pitcher has pitched 2 innings as well. Not a lot of hits, though. Aaron Forrest only allowed 1 hit. Easton Johnson only allowed 1 hit. It's just a lot of walks. The inconsistency to stay inside the strike zone has cost Traverse City. On the other hand, Traverse City has 6 hits in the game, but Rivet pitchers have only walked 2 batters. That's been the difference so far. Matthew Mebin is the hitter, the cleanup hitter who is hitless in the ball game. 0 for 2. Did have a sac fly back in the game. 3rd inning in the 4-run inning, Mebin had a sac fly, a hard line drive to center. Count 1-1. Powerful hitter at the plate in Mebin. Takes one outside, a breaking ball by Kyler Carpenter. Kyler Carpenter, a JUCO player, a lot of those in the Northwoods League. He's a 6'3" freshman from Tyler Junior College. From Parker, Colorado. 2-2 the count as Mebin fouls one back. So Carpenter in looking for And out number 1, trying to start his night on the right track. 2-2 breaking ball, and Mebane well over top of that one. A big looper got Mebane out on strikes, and there's one quick out here in the inning.
Fielder number 2, Johannes
So the quick leadoff strikeout brings in Johannes Hawkinson. First pitch in this at-bat is a fastball low and away. Gets away from Orzek back to the screen. No one on base, though, so won't be a problem. Hawkinson in this one's 1 for 3. That one hit was a bases loaded, or a runner on second, ground ball to the second baseman, Dane Smits, and he legged it out, was safe, and that continued the inning. That's his one hit. He's grounded out his other 2 at-bats, so 3 ground balls he's hit. One of them he beat out to reach safely, so he got an RBI on that one. He's 1 for 3 today, 1-1 the count to Hawkinson. Carpenter set. He fires the 1-1, and there's that big breaking ball. It's outside, though. Not even a thought at a swing there by Johannes. 2-1 a hitter's count for Hawkinson. And Carpenter gives him the fastball, and Hawkinson, a little half kind of swing, got a piece of it, fouled it off. The count will even at 2-2. After Hawkinson, Ryan Hampy, the catcher, waits on deck.
We've talked about it a lot today, but Traverse City is pretty typically head number of the Rockford Rivets.
So here is the 2-2 pitch. Carpenter, big 12-6 curve, and it's fouled. That was a very late swing reacting to the big curve, but able to make contact and stay alive, fight it off. 2-2 still, 1 away, no one aboard here in the bottom of the 7th in a 5-2 game. Carpenter set on the mound, throws another 12-6, and he misses his spot there. Started it too high, so Hawkinson did not even think about a swing. So the count will run full here to Hawkinson, 1 away in the inning, trying to reach base. Payoff pitch to Hawkinson, and another curveball misses inside, and Hawkinson down to first. So 1-out walk to Johannes Hawkinson. A dangerous walk as Hawkinson has a lot of speed. Sometimes a walk kind of turns into a virtual double as he just takes second base most of the time. He already has a stolen base today. Not going on the first pitch as Carpenter deals a strike to the catcher, Ryan Hampy. Hawkinson with an aggressive lead at first. See if he takes off this at-bat. Not this pitch. Another fastball. That one a little low. Missing the zone. Hampy walked his last at-bat in the 6th and scored the 1 run that the Rivets got last inning. 1-1 pitch coming. Fastball, ripped to right. Truitt coming on. Cannot make the catch, and it gets past him all the way to the wall. Hawkinson's going to come all the way around to score. They're going to wave Hampy home. And he will actually hold up at third. Won't try it. Hawkinson will score. Hampy all the way to third. Misplayed by Truitt out there. tried to field it on a short hop in the outfield, and it kicked over his glove all the way to the fence. It's an RBI triple for Ryan Hampy. Not sure if Truitt missed it. It was a hard sinking line drive. Wasn't able to get there to it. And the infield will come in for Traverse City on Julian Jimenez. Cut down the runner if it's hit on the infield. And Jimenez fouls the first one back to the screen. So the lead back to 4. The 2 runs that Traverse City scored in the 6th have been answered with a run in the 6th for Rockford and one here in the 7th. Can add to their lead here with only 1 out, the runner on 3rd. Curveball in for a strike, so it's 0-2. Carpenter trying to make a big pitch here. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Jimenez. Struggling to start the year, no hits so far, and he's struck out twice today. Carpenter fires a curveball, corner, strike 3. Make it 3 strikeouts for Jimenez, the hat trick. 3rd strikeout for Jimenez in the game. 2nd of the inning for Kyler Carpenter. A big 2nd out as he tries to strand that runner at 3rd. He's got to get through Trent Lawrence, who's 0 for 2. He reached on an error back in the 3rd and flew out in the 4th. Walked in the 6th, was left at 3rd to end that inning. First pitch by Carpenter, another curveball in for a strike. A good first pitch curveball. Threw it in the zone. A good idea to get ahead in the count. So 0-1 coming to the freshman from Morton College. Another curveball right down the middle for strike 2. So Carpenter using the 12-6 to get ahead in the count. It's 0-2, 2 outs, trying to strand the runner at 3rd to end the inning. And the 0-2, another curveball, checks his swing, and the first base umpire, Billy Yeager, says he went around, so that will end the inning. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Kyler Carpenter, but a run comes around to score for Rockford. Pittsburghers trail once again by 4, 6-2, on to the 8th inning on Pittsburghers Radio. Welcome back to Rockford, Illinois, at Rivets Stadium. 6-2 the lead for the Rivets. They scored 4 in the third, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh. Traverse City's 2 runs came in the sixth. They cut the lead from 4-2 in the sixth, and Rockford has scored 2 unanswered to get that lead back to 4. That last one coming in the bottom of the seventh. The designated hitter, Jake Smallwood, will lead off against Zach Kempe in his second inning of relief out of the bullpen. The Notre Dame freshman had a 1-2-3 inning in the seventh as Smallwood hits it pretty well to center field, but it's going to hang up there for Krittenberger, and there's one quick out. 4 straight retired to start the relief night for Zach Kempe. He keeps pitching like this. There'd be no reason for Rockford to go to the bullpen in the ninth. Got a couple ground outs and a strikeout in the seventh. A fly out here to start off the eighth. Here's Alec Atkinson, the center fielder from Yale. Atkinson, a Yale sophomore. Today 1 for 2, singled in the second. Had a sacrifice fly in the sixth. A hard hit line drive. Smoked one to center field right at Krittenberger that brought a run in. 2-0 the count here. Tried to check his swing on 2-0, but he went around. It's 2-1. Trying to be the first pit spitter to reach base against Zach Kempe here. The 2-1 pitch from Kempe in the zone. Swing and a miss by Atkinson. Cut on the fastball and miss, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kempe displays a nice breaking ball. See if he throws it on 2-2. He will not. Just blows the fastball right past Alec Atkinson for strike 3. The second strikeout in relief. 5 up, 5 down to start Zach Kempe's night. And here comes Cody Holtink, the third baseman, the freshman from Michigan, who's in his first game as a pit spitter. Didn't make the Battle Creek series as he was getting things situated, leaving the Michigan Wolverines. Swings through a first pitch strike. Holtink 0 for 2. He's struck out twice. His first 2 at-bats, he struck out looking on 3 pitches, and then he walked in the 6th. Breaking ball inside, almost hit Holtink. He backs out of the way, avoids it, and it's 1-1. Holtink looking for some 2-out magic, trying to reach base for the first time in this inning, trying to be the first batter to reach against Kempe. A ball in the dirt, so it's 2-1. So he gets a good hitter's count. See if he can do something to reach 2-1 with 2 outs. The pitch coming from Kempe. Breaking ball in on the inside corner for a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2s everywhere. 2-2 with 2 outs. No one aboard here in the top of the 8th. Holting's already struck out twice, trying to avoid the hat trick. Zach Kempe, big breath on the mound, into the windup. And the pitch is in the dirt, a good take by Holting to lay off of that breaking ball. So the count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get on base here. Trying to extend the inning. Payoff pitch coming from Kempe to Holtink. The pitch, fastball swing and a miss. Another 1-2-3 inning. 6 up, 6 down through 2 innings, 3 Ks. And Holtink, there's the hat trick, 3 strikeouts. On the bottom of the 8th we go. 6-2 lead for the Rivets on Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 8th inning here in Rockford. Rivets up 6-2 on the Pit Spitters. In the bottom of the 8th, the new pitcher on the mound for the Pit Spitters, just getting some work in here as they trail by 4. Mitch White, the new pitcher, a right-hander, a junior from Abilene Christian. Stats on the season, he appeared in 8 games, pitched 7 1/3 innings, and had an 11.05 ERA, so a little up there in his ERA. Walked 6 batters, struck out 9, gave up 9 earned runs in 7 1/3. He's going to face Jake Bellata at the plate now in the top of the order. Bellata swinging and a miss for strike. 1-2 the count. White relieves Kyler Carpenter, who pitched fantastically an inning. Did allow a run, but he struck out 3 last inning in the 7th. Now has to watch as White relieves him, facing Bellata. A nice breaking ball down low, and it's a foul ball just off the third baseline. Luckily for Traverse City, it was a slow chopper. Bellata would have easily beat that one out and got to first. But it is foul, and we'll reset. Face another 1-2 pitch. The 9th inning for Traverse City will bring the bottom of the order to the plate, which means Lucas White, Dane Smits, and Brendan Summerhill will hit. Part of the lineup that has had success, 3 hits and 8 at-bats in the bottom 3 of the lineup. Going to have to string something together to come back in the 9th, down 4. First got to get there. White on a 1-2 pitch to Bellata. He kicks and deals a fastball, blew it right by Jake Bellata for a strikeout. So the first strikeout for Mitch White. It's the 3rd consecutive strikeout for Pit Spitter pitching, as Kyler Carpenter struck out the last 2 batters he faced in the 7th. So White picks up right where Carpenter left off, 1 away. Now here's the top of the order. Ty Krittenberger is the batter. Krittenberger's 0 for 2. Has grounded out twice. Once in the 1st, once in the 6th. Well, in the 6th, he reached on that ground out as Traficante committed an error. It went right under his glove and allowed him to reach first. Other than that, he's walked twice and scored a run. So he started 4 for 6 opening day. Since then, 0 for 6. 0 for 4 yesterday with a couple strikeouts. 0 for 2 today with a couple walks. Looking for a hit here in the 8th against Mitch White. White ready on 0-1. No one on base. Fires. Hit. Ripped to center. Atkinson over. And got a good jump at it. He'll make a catch. So a utility outfielder from Yale is Alec Atkinson. But a typical infielder more so than outfield. He's made some great plays out in center field. Not great plays as in making some spectacular dives or good running catches, but he's been reading the ball off the bat so well, getting great jumps, getting good first steps to get to the ball and make a catch so he doesn't have to have a spectacular diving catch. So doing all those little things out in center field, which is what you need from your center fielder, the leader of the outfield. 2 outs now. Mitch White trying to have a 1-2-3 inning here. Trying to get his team up in the top of the 9th and give him a chance to come back. Facing Luke Sefcik. Sefcik 1 for 3 with an RBI. Struck out his last at-bat in the 6th against Jake Michelle. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball blown right past him. Up at the letters. Sefcik went after it and missed. Sefcik, a redshirt freshman from Central Michigan. Now, Central Michigan, the Chippewas are in NCAA Regional, but because Sefcik redshirted, he's not going to travel with the team to the Regional. He's not on the postseason roster, which is why he is here in Rockford. but I'm sure he'll be cheering on his team as they are playing interregional. Former pit spitters, a couple of them. Mario Camilletti, a postseason hero last year who had 2 home runs in the postseason, one of those coming in the championship game in St. Cloud. And Chris Monroe, the first base all-star that blasted 7 long balls last year for Traverse City, both playing for Central Michigan. Sefcik down the line. It is a foul ball, just a little foul down the right side. So Sefcik teammates in college with Camilletti and Monroe. Some former pit spitters who won a couple Northwoods League titles, 2019 and 2021. And can't forget Adam Proctor, the catcher last year for Traverse City. He is well a Central Michigan Chippewa. So 3 players from Traverse City last year and 2019 that won titles. A fastball, swing and a miss. So out of the inning is White. 2 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3 go the Rockford Rivets, but they're up 4, and Traverse City needs all 4 of those runs to keep this thing going. To the 9th we go on Pit Spitters Radio. Top of the 9th, last chances for the Traverse City Pit Spitters. They trail by 4 to the Rockford Rivets. They're going to need a big rally here from the bottom of their order. 7, 8, 9, Lucas White, Dane Smits, and then Brennan Summerhill. Top of the order waiting if at least one batter can reach. First pitch to Lucas White is a ball. White with his best game of the season thus far. He was started 0 for 8 with some large handful of strikeouts, but tonight 2 for 3 with an RBI single. White singled in the 2nd and in the 6th. That 6th inning was where Traverse City scored their 2 runs, loaded the bases, could have scored more. 2-1 count to White. In the 2-1 pitch, Kempe's still in the game. Zach Kempe has sat all 6 pit spitters down that he's faced with 3 strikeouts. But here, 3-1, the count to Lucas White, trying to be the first batter to reach and start that 9th inning rally. And he will do so. He'll take ball 4 low. Lucas White will go down to first base. Leadoff man aboard. No activity in the Rockford bullpen. There's a pitcher down there stretching just in case, but no throwing yet. So Kempe has the reins to go as long as he's able to. Now facing Dane Smits. Smits 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Also has reached on a hit by pitch. Takes 1 low for ball 1. Kempe a much better performance thus far than his first game when he walked 3 in 1 inning. That's his first walk in his 3rd inning of work. Has struck out 3. Fires a strike here to Dane Smits, a fastball in the zone. Dane Smits, a sophomore from Aquinas, was brought here by Traverse City hitting coach Casey Wyla, who's a coach at Aquinas. Has played some good ball in his time here as he swings through a fastball here. So it's 1-2. But Smits reached base 3 times yesterday and had a pair of hits in game 1. On base streak of 3. 1-2 pitch coming from Kempe. Chases one a little low and fouls it off. There was that big breaking ball that Kempe throws. He's had success in his first 2 innings when he's thrown it. Almost got Dane Smits there. Fouled it off, fought it off. 1-2 the count. White off of first, and the pitch to Smits is taken outside for ball 2. So in a 4-run game, a couple more batters will have to reach to get the tying run to the plate. 2-2 count with White on first. Kempe set for the pitch to Smits. Kicks, deals, fastball outside, so a full count to Dane Smits. Pittsburgh's trying to work the count, get some more base runners. Only worked 3 walks tonight after double digits in the first 2 games. Smits swings and misses, can't catch up to the heater, and he goes down. His 2nd strikeout tonight. The 4th strikeout for Zach Kempe. Great performance out of the bullpen for Rockford. And now will face the high school senior graduate, Brendan Summerhill. Hasn't played any college ball yet. So the Northwoods League here is his first taste of what it will be like when he arrives on campus to Arizona. Takes one high. Summerhill will be joining a very good Arizona Wildcat team. Arizona, a 2 seed in the Coral Gables Regional. Actually, they're playing Miami, a team that holds a Pittsburgh player who won't be active until his season ends with Miami. A very good player. An infielder, Ariel Garcia, playing with the Hurricanes, the 1 seed. So as long as Miami's playing, Traverse City will be out 1 player. 3-0 count to Summerhill here. Takes a fastball in the zone on 3-0, taking the whole way, so now it's 3-1. But Arizona, 37-23 in the Pac-12, made a regional. Summerhill will be joining them in the fall, and he'll try to slide into the lineup, if not his freshman year, then perhaps his sophomore year, and make an impact. Another fastball in the zone strike, so full count from 3-0 to 3-2. Kempe's fought back. Now Summerhill has to protect on 3-2 and try to reach. Big full count pitch coming. Summerhill empty on it. Swings and misses. Another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts here by Zach Kempe. 5 in just under 3 innings of relief. And it's going to take a miracle here for Traverse City. Down 4 with only 1 runner on base, 2 outs. They're going to need a couple base runners to reach in a row. No room for error here in the 9th. In jeopardy of dropping back-to-back games. They lost yesterday to Battle Creek. In jeopardy of losing here today, as that one's high. Ball 1. Orzek, 1 for 4. A single in the 3rd. All he's done so far. Robbed of a hit in the 7th. A hard hit ball up the middle against Kempe. So 1-0. Hard hit. Past the first baseman, Lawrence, into the corner. Orzek will hold up at first with a single. Going to 3rd will be Lucas White. So not done yet is Traverse City. Hard hit ball by Orzek. Lawrence under his glove. Definitely a hit. It would have been a nice play if he made it. And now Trey Truitt at the plate. Traficante on deck. Now, Traficante hit a couple homers last year for Traverse City. One of them did come here in Rockford. So Truitt, if he can reach base, there is that possibility. Tying run potentially on deck. First pitch breaking ball in for a strike around the knees on Trey Truitt. Truitt hitless in the ball game. He's 0 for 3. He has reached base twice, though, on an error and a walk. Scored on that walk back in the 6th. One of Traverse City's best hitters at the plate here. That ball outside. I'm sure Traverse City be feeling a little better about themselves. There was less than 2 outs here, or if the lead was smaller. Those 2 insurance runs Rockford got in the 6th and 7th big. Another breaking ball in for a strike, and Traverse City down to the final strike. 1-2 the count. Kempe drops in the hammer, and 1 strike to go here in Rockford. 1-2 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners for Trey Truitt. Zach Kempe looking for 3 scoreless out of the pen. He flyers, breaking ball, missing the outside corner. A good take by Trey Truitt. So the count evens up 2-2 with 2 outs here. Kempe ready, deals, fastball. Truitt got the hands up high enough to fight it off and send it out of play. Couple breaking balls for strikes. So try to blow the fastball high off of him. See what Kempe throws here on 2-2 with 2 outs. Another breaking ball, and Truitt could not make contact. Strikes out swinging. 3 strikeouts in the inning. Rockford is going to walk away victorious. There's 1 hit in the inning and a walk, but it would have taken a lot more for Traverse City to come back. It was a collapse in the 3rd inning where the Pit Spitters only allowed 1 hit, but it was after all the damage was done. The 3rd inning, it was an error, 3 walks in a row, a fielder's choice, a sac fly, and then a blunder of a single. That's put 4 runs on the board for Rockford. And then, of course, in their 6th inning, the top of the 6th, they loaded the base with no one out. They did score 2 runs, but a big base running mistake took them out of that inning and prevented more. Rockford got both those back later in the bottom of the 6th and the 7th, and the final score 6-2. Traverse City not able to make anything happen the rest of the way. So they'll fall to Rockford, a team that historically they have played very well against, and tonight they just looked like the inferior team. They out-hit them 7-3, but all those walks, 8 walks issued to Rockford hitters. Only 3 walks that the Pit Spitters took, a team that took double-digit walks the last 2 games against Battle Creek. So tomorrow the Pit Spitters will look to avoid a 2-game sweep and a 3-game losing streak. And to do that, they're going to have to put together better at-bats than they did today, better pitching than they did today, and better fielding. Back-to-back games with 4 errors. Well, tomorrow, same time, 7:35 Eastern, 6:35 Central. We'll be back here 5 minutes early for that game, and we'll have the pitching matchups and everything for you there. Lineups and everything like that will be posted on social media. So until then, from Rockford, signing off for Pit Spitters Radio, I'm Stephen Walker, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.